Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you're having a great morning today. And if you're just waking up, I want you to know that you are number one and you are the best, okay? Don't let none of these holes ruin your day. You got this, all right? You're number one. That being said, now that you have your morning motivation, um, I've been wanting to talk about this subject as far as changing your state of being, right? And I've been having this conversation with a few of my friends lately, and I was just like, we need to make this an episode, something to really share and just help other people with this. Now, I'm just gonna dive right into it, and I have to say, I didn't ask them to share their story, so I won't go into details on specifically what they went through, but I will use examples, you know not using their names and all of that, confidentiality and stuff. So, this state of being, right? All of us are in some state of being. Be it if you're constantly hustling and you say I'm hustling, you're in this state of being where you have to hustle, right? And I'm gonna stick with that one just to make this simple because I feel like everybody can relate to that and understand. Or you know something about you've heard of hustling and you get the idea. So I've met just some people I know. They've just been like, yeah, man, I'm out here hustling, I'm out here grinding, doing my thing or whatever it is. And I'm just like, okay, cool. But I can kind of see like they're just in this state of they have to hustle and hustle and hustle. And so when it comes to state of being, the important aspect to take away from this is whatever state you're in, you're constantly going to create opportunities or you're going to create, we'll say, circumstances that will keep you in that state of being, right? So I'm gonna just say that again just so you guys can get it. When you're in a state of being, whatever it is, you're going to create circumstances, good or bad, that will keep you in that state of being. So if you're constantly hustling, that means you're going to create circumstances that's going to keep you in this state of hustling. So that means if you want some good stuff to happen, you're going to make it where you have to hustle to have those good things to happen, right? In order for you to get a break or a breakthrough, you're creating, we'll say, your reality where I have to hustle to get my breakthrough, right? Now, some people like that, but majority of the people don't want to constantly hustle for every single thing, right? Now, this brings me to what we were talking about is this state of being. I ask you if you want to pause this. I ask you to really ask yourself, what state of being are you in? Are you in a state of being where you're surviving? Um, you're just trying to make ends meet, this, that, and the other, and or whatever it is. If you're in a state of being where you're thriving, baby, then this is confirmation. Keep it going. If everything is just going amazing and you're in this state of being of happiness or whatever, confirmation. This is good. Keep it going. But for some of you who are in this state of being where you're trying to survive, or you just feel like a bunch of shit just keeps happening, or you just can't get a break, you really need to just take, fuck it, you need to stop and ask yourself, what state am I in? Because a lot of people will say, "Oh, I don't have time for that," or and usually I say, "Take the time. Fuck that. You need to stop because you're going to constantly create scenarios and circumstances where you have to survive, right? So this is your wake up call to stop right now and really look at what is the state that I'm in. Because if we're in this survival state, that literally means you're going to be creating circumstances that keeps you in this state that I need to survive. You're going to make decisions where it's going to keep you in this state of survival. And it's just like that needs to be broken, right? So I feel as though you already kind of get what I'm going. You get what I'm saying with this whole state of being. Now, I want to switch it over to how do I change this state of being, right? And it really comes down to what is it that you really want. I don't like that word, but it makes sense. So we can all relate to that want, and we can change that to create. But for the sake of understanding, I'm gonna go with the word want. You really have to ask yourself, what is it that you want? And this has to be true, authentic, emotionally charged want, right? So this is something that I was trying to speak with uh, my friends with, and we did. So here's how we get out of this. Let's just say you're in a state of survival. You really need to stop and ask yourself, okay, I don't like this state. What is it that I want? Now, sometimes you may say, I just want things to just work out. That's too vague. Um, I just want to stop struggling for money. That's too vague. So really ask yourself, what is it that you want? And so now, it's something very simple. Let me tell you this. It's an answer that's so simple. That's like that's the seed of all of this, right? So your answer will be something like, if I'm in a state of survival, you may say, honestly, I just want to like stop having to work for everything. So now we're getting somewhere, right? So you want to stop working for everything. Okay. Now, once you kind of have once you have something like that, that's a bit more specific. Ask yourself, what does that look like, right? And you really have to go there. You really have to take yourself there. You really, and this is how you're starting to make that change. You're starting to experience that. It's starting to become clear. So what does that look like? You're tired of having to work for things. I like, and so let's go into that. I would like to really just sit down and things are taken care of, or there's somebody who's skilled in this and they can either help me with it or take over this part. um what it looks like is I could uh, just walk into a place and the things are already done, if not more. Okay, that's good. Let's go a little bit deeper, right? You don't want to work for it. So what then? Like, what then do you want? Like, go deeper into that. What does that make you feel, right? And you could say, honestly, it makes me feel like I can take a break. I can breathe. It makes me, so go deeper. It makes me feel relaxed. I'm not stressing. So now it's like, okay, it makes you feel relaxed. What does relaxed feel like to you? Really go into that. Like, you really have to ask yourself this question. What does feeling relaxed look like? And what does that feel like? Honestly, it feels like mentally, I'm not thinking of so many things before I even get to a place. So it's like mentally, I'm not overthinking. I'm not trying to think of what if scenarios. Like, mentally, I'm not overstimulating. I'm mentally relaxed. I have a peaceful state of mind. Emotionally, I'm not trying to prepare myself emotionally for going into each and every different spot that I go to, knowing that some shit's gonna happen, right? You know, physically, I'm honestly able to just sit down, enjoy an actual decent fucking breakfast. I'm actually able to really take the time to eat something for myself and not starve myself or forget to eat. Like, I would love to just sit down and just enjoy my time. Okay. So it's just like, Now going into that, how does that make you feel like when you think about that? And it's like honestly, like that feels peaceful to me. That really feels peaceful. So taking that moment of peaceful, so it's like now that we dive further into this, would you say peace is what it is that you desire? That's something that you would like to experience more so than surviving? And again, it's like yes. So that's a very like we had to go through that just to get to the simple answer of your ass want peace. Now we need to choose at that moment. All right, I choose to be in a state of peace. Now you need to start thinking in that way. You need to make decisions based off of your peace. You need to now operate and stay in that state of being, right? So, what that looks like is in this state of peace, I'm going to, you know what, I'm actually going to take time for myself. I'm not going to go in so early and stay in late. I actually am going to write in my damn journal, or I'm going to drink some water. I'm going, like, whatever it is that your peace looks like, you need to make decisions on that. Now, at the same time, you need to protect that peace, meaning every single thought, every single decision needs to be filtered through that peace state of being, right? That's how you stay in that state of being. And once you do that, you are literally starting to create those circumstances, those opportunities to keep experiencing that peace, right? Now you have to do that every day, right? And it's not hard. It takes time, but I guarantee you, once you realize this is what it is that you want, you're going to start seeing things differently. You're going to start seeing how you can have that peace. You're going to start thinking in peaceful ways. You're going to start feeling peaceful ways. You're going to start saying no more, to what it is that you don't want to do. And you'll start saying yes to yourself, right? That's a big thing. You'll start saying no to other stuff, people, and you'll start saying yes to yourself. And that yes to yourself is very vital. That yes is, I'm actually going to go to sleep early. I'm actually going to eat something. I'm actually going to go to the gym. I'm actually going to do this for me because this brings me peace, right? You have to develop that peace within yourself first. So if whatever your state of being, so you can literally replace the peace with, if it's happiness, if it's love, whatever it is, you can replace that word and everything else still applies. You still have to develop whatever that is for other things to add on to it, because outside things won't give you whatever that state of being that it is that you desire. So let me just say that now. So if you thought, oh, I want love, like outside things is going to give it to you, you got everything fucked up. It's not going to work that way. I'm sorry, fam. So what it will be is I'm going to be in this whatever state. So I'm going to go back with peace to keep us on the same page. I'm going to be in this peaceful state. And now things are going to add on to the peace that I already have. And now the decisions that I make will add on and develop the peace that I already have. And so, guys, that's how you make that change from one state to another, because whatever state you're in, you're making decisions based off of it. And it's really it's simple, yet it takes us to stop and really like organize ourselves and put it together. So this has been something that I've been wanting to really talk about and share, because a lot of us are in some states that we don't want to be in. You like what I did there? Be in states we don't want to be in. But a lot of us are there, right? And that's something that I had to learn for myself. You already know when I started off getting back into the podcast, I already said that last year was beating my ass. And I had to realize a few things for myself. And I realized I was in different states that I did not know that I was in. But once I became more conscious, I chose to make that decision. And since then, I've been deciding to share that with other people to help them, change those states, because it's just like we're all in our own world, right? We're all doing things. We're working. We have responsibilities. I'm gonna stick with responsibilities. We have responsibilities, right? We have all types of things going on in our lives, and sometimes those can take away, from our focus or whatever, and it'll put us in different states if we're not aware. But when you are aware of what it is that you're in, you can change it. And also too, guys, feel free to, like, once you experience whatever that state it is that you desire, you can change it all over again to something even better, right? I know for me, I went from a state of, I was just like, dang, I just felt like everything's just coming at me, to a state of like, you know what? No, I have control of myself. Then it changed to a state of being authentic. Then it just changed into more states. And it's just like I experienced them, I was great. And now you know what, I'm gonna change states and just call it a day. And you guys can do that too. And it may sound weird, it may even sound counterintuitive to you, but I promise you, if you just take not even 20 minutes to do this, it will change your life. And it starts small, guys, but it will build fast. That's one thing I can say. It'll start small, but it'll build fast. You will start to experience and feel things rather quickly, right? So this is something that I wanted to share, and it took me some time to put it into words, but I felt as though this was perfect to do. So with that, guys, that's it. I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you all have a fantastic ass fucking day. I hope that, no, we're gonna remove that word. I'm speaking over all of y'all that y'all gonna have a fantastic day. Y'all gonna go out here, y'all gonna change y'all state of beings. Y'all not gonna let these people fuck up your peace. Y'all not gonna have nobody throw off y'all energy, because y'all are great, y'all are magnificent, and y'all don't got time for the BS. We're over it. Okay, it's 2022. We already got other things going on. We refuse to let other things happen because it's just not it no more. So with that being said, guys, that's it. You all enjoy your day, and I will talk to some of y'all soon. And I will look forward to making another podcast episode. All right, guys. Later, later.